welcome back to my channel. So we're just gonna get straight into the tutorial because I didn't film an intro. I'm gonna use the Badescu spray just to hydrate my face, and yeah, I really like this spray. You guys should get it. Then I'm gonna use the aloe vera gel. I'm gonna apply this all over my face and especially on my T-zone, and this just provides me a nice canvas to work on. It's like a natural primer for me anyway, and I've got oily skin, so I went in with the Carmex lip balm. It does wonders, guys. And then I'm gonna do my eyebrows, and for this I'm gonna use the Revolution concealer, the mattifying one. I'm gonna use that in C12 and C12.5, and mixing these together basically just gives me a nice like shade. I'm gonna use a flat shader brush to basically carve underneath my eyebrows. I've seen a lot of like popular makeup artists do this, and I feel like this is just like a natural approach of doing your eyebrows. And I was really going for the, you know, the fluffy furry brows, so I felt like this technique really helped me to achieve like the look that I was going for. And you really want to blend that out, especially with this concealer, because it's very mattifying. So you want to blend that out just to prevent any harsh line, really. And yeah, so I just blended the hell out of it. So now I'm just explaining in my eyebrows. Obviously you can see some scarce parts where there isn't much hair. I'm going to use a pencil, an eyebrow pencil, to basically fill out those parts that appear to have less hair on there. And again, just little brush strokes. Just by doing that, you will achieve a more natural, fluffier look. So once that's done, I went in with C12 and I applied that onto my eyelids, and this is just creating a base for the eyeshadows that we will be applying on. So I really went ahead and blend that out again. Just, can you see how seamless that looks? I actually really like this concealer, guys. It's amazing. Do you know what I'm saying? It's incredible. So so I went in with the Sample Beauty Paradigm Shift palette in volume 2. I went ahead and packed that color onto my eyelids, and I'm using a fluffy brush. This was from AliExpress, and yes, I went ahead and packed it on really well. I'm gonna zoom you guys in. So using the orange and like the hot pepper color in there, and you use that and apply it just on top of where we put that first color. And the reason why I'm doing this is to create a nice transition color, so from like light to dark to deep, just a nice flow and a nice gradient. So I went in with the brown, and I'm going to be applying this into my outer V and kind of dragging it into the crease, but we'll go ahead and blend that again with a fluffier brush. This was basically just to create more depth in the eyeshadow look and just to bring everything together, because the eyeshadow look that we're going for is it's quite ombre. It's quite ombre look. So yeah, you guys will see in the end. But yeah, so I'm just blending everything together, and yeah, look how lovely it looks already. We're not even finished, but yeah, that's why I went ahead and done. So now using the C12 concealer, I'm gonna curve my lids, and this part I really can't. I mean, this part is really like practice makes permanent, not even perfect, permanent. Like the more you keep practicing, especially with this because it's such a hard technique to do, like the more you keep practicing, the more you like, you become permanent at it. Like you perfect your skill, it'll be a permanent skill. So yeah, I can just say just practice, keep practicing, because it took me a long time to and it's not even perfect, but we can call it a cut crease. So that's what I went ahead and done. Yeah, and I really went ahead and just, you know, because I wanted it to be very neat, so I went in again and just corrected any lines that appeared to be crooked, or you know. So I went in with this brown and this black. The reason why I added the black is because I wanted a lot of depth to this. I wanted the color to be deeper than brown itself. So I'm applying that on the outer V, I'm sort of bringing it down to the lower crease, as you can see, and this is the start of the ombre look. So using those two colors again, I'm going to apply that just slightly on top of that first color that we placed on our, you know, outer V / inner crease. So I'm just packing this color. Obviously you want to pack because you want good color payoff, and this palette is quite pigmented, but I don't know what was happening today. I think it's the lightning, probably the lighting, I don't know. Yeah, so just done that, and you can't really see it, but this is the mixing medium by MAC, and I'm going to apply that to just the little part of my eyes that isn't covered with any eyeshadow. I'm going to apply that onto that little space of eyelid that we've got, and I went in with the BH foil eyeshadow, and yeah, I applied this onto my lid. I've had this palette for a long time, very long time, but the color payoff is really good. It's extremely pigmented. So yeah, so I'm just applying that on, and obviously as you can see there's quite a harsh line of demarcation, but we're going to go in with a fluffy brush that had the orange eyeshadow on top of it, and basically just blend, so you can, you know, want a nice transition. So I just pack that on, and it looks odd at the moment, but once we've got foundation on and stuff, everything just, you know, comes together. So this is the 13.7 Revolution foundation, and it's the one with the doe. Is it dofa or dofa? With the dofa brush. I'm just blending this in. It's definitely not my color. Definitely not my color, because this has like an olive undertone, and I think I've got a yellow or red undertone. But yeah, so I'm applying the 12.5 under my eyes, you know, just using that as a concealer. And obviously Revolution, you lot really come true with the products. Like it's proper, the coverage is full, it's really good. Like the coverage is honestly really good. So I'm just going to blend that in, and I went in with beauty blender just to blend that in even more, because nobody likes harsh lines. So just going to proceed to blend that out even more. And the rest of this part is basically just blending. And I also went in with the Revolution, what's it called again? The Revolution foundation stick, but this one was in F18, and I used that to basically contour my face. It wasn't too much, like it wasn't a heavy contour. Yeah, so I just used that to contour my face, contour my nose. And I use the beauty blenders just to blend that in. You'll be surprised, like if you use a beauty blender, you find that your application becomes like more flawless, like more of a skin like finish. So yeah, definitely use the beauty blender. I didn't even say, but my lashes are from AliExpress. All of my lashes that I get are from AliExpress. If you want to know, just let me know, and I'll leave the link in the description box for you guys. So I went in with Neutral Light by Black Opal, and I'm just literally just like baking. I don't bake too much anymore because I feel like it just gives me like an ashy kind of finish, and I don't really like that. I wanted to try the Sacha Buttercup powder, only because it has like a yellow undertone to it, while this one has like a tan, and I'm not really feeling this undertone as much, but it does still work for me. So yeah, I didn't let that sit for too long, and I'm using the Iman face powder. I forgot, I think this one is in medium earth, I forgot, I'm not quite sure, but I basically used that to blend out and dust off the baking powder, the powder from baking. So I'm gonna use the Revolution. I don't know what it is. I think it's like it's a powder anyway by Revolution in the shade P16. and it's like a subtle just a subtle powder, very nice for contouring or whatnot. And I use the Golden Glare by Revolution. To be honest, this should be just sponsored by Revolution because I'm using all of your products in here, Revolution. I hope you guys see this video, I honestly do. But Golden Glare is such an amazing highlight, like, and it's so inexpensive. Do you see that glow? Look at that. Look at that. I think it's definitely less than £10, definitely. It's definitely less than £10, and I got it from Superdrug, so definitely check that out. So now I just went in with like any brown pencil. I just basically lined my lips. I don't know the name of this pencil, but it was from the hair shop, like probably was £1. It wasn't expensive at all. So I went in with the concealer by Revolution in, I think this was in 12, in the shade C12. And I applied that onto my lips to have this kind of ombre effect. I then proceeded to blend that out with my fluffy brush, and I used, I think it's butter, I don't know, it's this lip gloss by Revolution. I think it's called Proline. If it's not Proline, it was something beginning with B, like Buttercup or Butter something anyway. But yeah, I used that to apply onto my lips, and like this was basically the finishing look. This is the look. I just went in with my Badescu spray, but obviously I did that off camera. So this is the look, guys. I really hope you like and enjoy it. Please share to your family and friends. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and that will be it. Thank you guys for watching.